Have you ever heard of the Temple of Artemis? It was one of the ancient world's 7 wonders, but today we know almost nothing about it. That's because it vanished over 500 years ago, and all that remains of it today are a few scraps of marble and broken columns. So how did this once magnificent structure get destroyed? Well, that's what we'll explore today. The Temple of Artemis was located in the ancient Greek city of Ephesus, which was situated on the coast of what is now Turkey. Construction of the temple began in 550 BC, and it was built in honor of the goddess Artemis, who was the goddess of the moon, the hunt, and the wilderness. It was believed that she had a special connection to this area, and so a temple was built to honor her. The temple was absolutely massive. It was over 400 feet long and 200 feet wide, and it was surrounded by 127 columns. Each column was over 60 feet tall, making the temple one of the tallest structures in the ancient world. The interior of the temple was just as impressive. It contained a huge statue of Artemis made out of gold and ivory, and it also had 12 altars dedicated to different gods and goddesses. But despite its size and beauty, the temple was destroyed twice. The first time it was destroyed was in 356 BC, when it was burnt to the ground by a man named Herostratus. He infamously set fire to the temple using resin and hemp, and he only did it to have his name written down in history. But luckily for him, his plan worked. Today we know about Herostratus only because he set fire to the Temple of Artemis. After it was burnt to the ground, the temple was rebuilt, but it wasn't finished for another 300 years. And when it was finally completed, it only stood for another 150 years before it was destroyed again. This time it was destroyed by an earthquake, and this time it was finished. No one bothered to rebuild it since the city of Ephesus had already been abandoned by then. So today, all that remains of the once great Temple of Artemis are a few pieces of marble and broken columns scattered throughout the ruins of Ephesus. But even though the temple is gone, its memory lives on in the form of coins, statues, and other artifacts. These artifacts can be found in museums all over the world, and they give us a glimpse into the magnificence of the ancient world. If you like stories like these, stay tuned for more. Until next time.